In 1979, producer Britt Allcroft sought out to make a TV series production of the infamous Railway series stories by the Reverend Wilbert Awdry, and after getting permission from the man himself, carried on with her idea to make this happen. She joined with other producer David Mitton to join her on her project. A pilot was eventually finished in 1983, but was never released. Britt, Mitton, and crew continued on new improvements from this pilot in order to produce a better result of their upcoming TV show to their likings. Not to mention, out of all of Wilbert's characters, decided Thomas would be their main star. They continued concept arts, scripting, and filming, and even eventually hired ex-Beato, Ringo Starr himself, to be the show's narrator. And come October of 1984, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends was born. Ever since I was around 3 or 4, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends has always been such a fascinating show to me. From the many entertaining stories that pull you into the adventures and all the fun, interesting, relatable, and personalities of the characters, to the breathtaking and artistically creative looks of the locations and landscapes, to the many different tones and genres that the show played with, and to the groundbreaking music and song scores by the music team, this franchise is very dear to my, as well as many others' hearts, as it's introduced us to a world that, as you watched more episodes, you got to explore more of and follow the journeys of these many characters. Journeys that involve action moments like chases, crashes, and runaways, quiet and tranquil moments like being in a forest or sitting by a calm sea, intense moments like ghosts and scrapyard stories, and cute moments like interacting with animals, babysitting a baby on your train, or getting kissed at a wedding. These are all a variety of elements that make for the most exciting and compelling stories for people of all ages who watch the show. They're stories and journeys that charm you as a kid, but as you grow older, they stick with you because of the different morals and character growth that you're a witness to. They stick with you as life lessons, and it's because of this that makes this show so special. It's not your usual be kind or share and care morals like other typical kids shows. Its morals are different because they teach you things that are a bit more beyond that kind of learning range at that age. It demonstrates more mature lessons such as redemption, growing from your past, sacrificing and putting others first, be careful who you trust, numerous examples of karma, being in someone else's shoes, and my personal favorite, the best travels are sometimes those we can only dream about. They're all simple and subtle, yet deep and philosophical life lessons that are learned throughout the human life. It also teaches about real railway terminology and practice, the operation of locomotives, and about the importance and hustling work life of factories and industries. These numerous teachings are what give Thomas and Friends a special substance to it that makes it stand out from other children's media, and I think that's why it's loved by so many adults as well as kids, hence its huge, dedicated, and very creative adult fandom. I can see how it's been stuck with a lot of adults out there because of that unique purpose it has. I learned that I'm proud of being a fan of Thomas as it reminds me to be myself and appreciate the things and hobbies I love, and there's nothing wrong with who you are, because who you are, what you do, and what you love makes you one of a kind, and I think the same could be said for the show. As I said, Thomas has helped I, as well as many others, through the hardships of life, and the love that it receives from people young and old is really reasonable, as it has elements that make it fun and admirable for folks of all ages. So its 40-year legacy is something to really celebrate, and saying cheers to many more years of this amazing franchise. Also, this show would not be what it is without the genius, talent, and creative cleverness of Britt, David, and their crew, the people who started it all. They wanted to make a show based on talking locomotives from a railway series, and they did just that. Much props and respect to them. I've had lots of fun with TV releases of the show as a kid, and I'm still having fun now with a passion for Trains content in general. Thomas is just so special and dear to me, and I can't stress that hard enough. I can't even picture how the world would be without that little blue engine with the number 1 on his side and a smile on his face. And he continues to be a wonderful inspiration to lots of kids and grown-ups alike. It's like he said, little engines indeed can do big things. Happy 40th, Thomas.